You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. My doubts will destroy my dreams. The more I seem to learn, the more I seem to lose. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point where I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. The more I seem to lose, the more I seem to learn. My dreams will destroy my doubts. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name.
What keeps you from burning out?
It definitely has a lot to do with how you take care of yourself outside. And coming into every session with a purpose really helps a lot. So I've been reading Submit Everyone by Dave Camarillo recently. Dave gave me that, or let me borrow his copy of the book to read. And it's really helped me recently to come into practice with a purpose of a specific move or a chain of moves or just a concept that I'm trying to accomplish or just put on someone else in the role. Or when we learn a new move, how does what I'm learning about at home, reading this book, translate to this situation, this move? How can I combo the things together? When you start to think about those the in-between things, right? The things that are, you could say, unspoken, it gets a lot more fun. I'm feeling like I'm getting that more recently.
If you were to explain to a 5-year-old what jiu-jitsu is and what it not only means to you, but also means to the people who do it, and why people continuously go back to jiu-jitsu and not like team sports like football or basketball.
Okay. Well, the difference between, I would say, jiu-jitsu or any combat sport really compared to like a team sport or a ball sport is, I mean, you put a kid in basketball or football or something, they'll have that for, say 10, maybe 15 years, depending on how young they start and how good they get. But most of the people are going to not play that anymore after high school, or if you're really good, you can play in college. But after that, you're not going to have that anymore unless you go pro. Jiu-jitsu, you put your kid in jiu-jitsu, they'll have that for their whole life. It's something that you can always go back to. It'll always be there. It's a great tool for self-defense, learning how to manipulate another person's body, how to move yourself, really. Those are the 3 pillars that Dave talks about, right? Like moving yourself, moving with another, and moving against another person. And when you get really good at jiu-jitsu, you'll make number 3 look like number 2.
Is there any way that you apply that to the real world? Like off the mats?
Probably should, right? Probably should. You can't just go around brute forcing things in traffic.
Hey, there's a kid. Push.
Push, yeah, get out of my way, hit someone in the face.
Like if you think about like the emotional control that you have to have on yourself, the self-awareness of, like when I, like 6 months ago before I started jiu-jitsu, a lot of my problems were I didn't understand my emotional side and how to regulate it to be able to, because I get a lot of ideas. I live a lot in my head. And a lot of the times I'll have an idea, but there's an emotional connection to it, or there's something emotionally that's holding me back from being able to pursue that idea further.
Yeah, well, right. It definitely makes you practice those things: emotional control, patience, humility. So like you said, it forces you to practice those things, because there's nothing worse. It doesn't matter how hard your life is or how sucky it is. There's nothing worse than having a 230-pound sweaty dude just smothering your face with his chest. I'm 205. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about a certain black belt that exactly who I'm talking about, that does it to me every single day. He just sits on me, and it is brutal. It hurts. He sits on me, on my ribs, like on my chest, and there's nothing I can do about it yet. But that's why I keep showing up, right? It's those kind of things. But like my point was, there's not much in the real world or in life outside of those mats that is worse than having to fight for your life.
And you said your family just wants you to be happy.
Yeah.
So what would you define happiness as?
To me at least, it's to be happy with, I think to be happy, I have to do what I love. I have to do, at least to me, it's like, I don't know, I can't see myself doing something every day for my life, whatever it is, a job or whatever. I can't see myself doing anything that I'm not so intrigued with, so interested in, and just in love with the process of it. So for me, that's like I found that in combat sports and jiu-jitsu. And for whatever reason, like I just can't see myself doing anything other than that. Just have, and that's just very clearly shows to me how happy that makes me.
So it's something that you get up in the morning and you have a purpose.
Yeah, yeah. You should have a purpose when you get up in the morning, and not feel like you have to go through the motions.
Not having like just a consistent routine because you're kind of like you've seen the Lego movie. You haven't seen you. Okay, well, it starts out with the main character waking up and going through a routine, but a routine that you can find with anyone else in the entire world. And so it's kind of illustrating that he wasn't anything special, that he was just another person in the Matrix, kind of. And so, like when I wake up in the morning, I don't think, do I eat this? Do I eat that? What kind of clothes should I wear? Okay, I have to go do this today. I wake up and I'm like, hey, I should probably start editing because I need to get that done. So I just take like 10, 20 minutes, stretch, take a shower maybe, and then just get to editing. All right, there's no in between. There's no block that's like, well, this is going to be a really long day, or I have to talk to all these people I don't want to talk to. It's just, I like what I do and I want to keep doing it, but I know that there's going to be a lot of small little things in between that's going to stop me. And if I don't get through those tiny little things now, then it's just going to make me worse later on.
Yeah, I absolutely feel that in the way I wake up. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I got this, training at say noon. I won't work out before that. Then after, I'm gonna do Muay Thai class, and then I gotta go home and get ready to go back to the evening class. There's just nothing. There's no reason not to in my head. I don't know. I'm just excited when I wake up in the morning thinking about training, thinking about what I'm gonna go do, whether it's in preparation for a tournament or not. It doesn't change the fact that I just love the journey and the process of this craft.
Yeah. Was there a time when you didn't have that purpose? Or it wasn't as prevalent?
No, I feel like I've always had that kind of a mindset that I just, like it was with hockey. I played hockey my whole life, right? Until almost 2 years ago at this point. And yeah, that was my purpose. Like I got up in the morning, before 6 o'clock, like 5:30 in the morning to go skate. And there was no issue doing that. Like those kind of tough things to do. Wake up super early to train, then go to school, just to go to practice later after school. Like that was just all part of it. And it was part of the process that I really enjoyed because I had a bigger goal for it or with it.